People sometimes say, how can I be Christian in helping someone who's depressed? And again, sometimes that's a hard thing to come up with one answer about. I think probably the top piece of advice that I would give as someone who's not an expert but has been in church work a while is just to listen. Listen really carefully and be slow to speak. I think very often we're quick to jump in, quicker than we need to be, and we're sometimes quick to diagnose as well. And sometimes, in the worst cases, people can be just really unhelpful, over-spiritualising, saying things like it must be some unconfessed sin, or it's a lack of faith, or those kind of things, really, really unhelpful. So do just listen. Try and help someone to be Christian in it, if it's at all possible. I find it really helpful to, if someone is willing to read the Bible with me, to try and encourage someone to read a psalm of lament, a psalm that's really honest about bad feelings, difficult feelings. I read Psalm 42, where the psalmist talks about the experience of looking back to being close to God and feeling close to God and how that's all gone and not sure why. And then this sentence of hope that keeps getting repeated, but I will trust in God again. I will hope in God again. And those kind of things are really helpful. One of my friends who suffered with depression long term says she finds it really helpful to sing hymns. And I mean, again, this isn't for everyone, is it? But something that both engages the emotions and speaks truth to yourself can be really helpful. I think I would also say, know your limits. Don't try and deal with more than you feel able to. If something is beyond you, it is much better to acknowledge that. Generally, we want people who are depressed to continue to feel part of the church family. So it's great to maybe help them hold on to aspects of Scripture. It's great to pray for them if they can't pray for themselves. But it is also really good to encourage them to go and see their GP. Sometimes depression comes from physical causes that can be dealt with really helpfully by a GP. Antidepressants are really helpful. Counselling can be really helpful. So don't try and take on more than you can.